Hi, my name is Fernando and I wanted to tell you about my weight loss journey using Accountability Plus and training under James Gillespie. In January of this year, I was affected by COVID-19. It was mild. It didn't hit me that hard. The problem was that up to that point, I was at 350 pounds on all kinds of medicines for blood pressure, for erectile dysfunction, cholesterol, the whole gamma of medicines. I was basically in a state of fat, dumb, and happy. And as long as my numbers were doing well with the medicines, then I was doing no effort to lose weight. When COVID hit me, even though it was mild, it took my numbers completely out of balance. The medicines were not working. My numbers were completely out of range. And my doctor and my family were concerned that because my numbers were bad. That's when I thought to myself, this cannot continue. This state cannot continue. So I decided to start by eating better, to lose weight, just eat less. And a few days later, I talked to James Gillespie. I told him what I was doing, I told him what was going on, and he said something that really struck me in the heart. I would like you to be there for my eventual wedding. I need you to be healthy and fit, moreover, alive. And I said, that's it. I'm doing this full tilt. That conversation happened February 24th. February 24th of this year. That's only 4 months ago. He immediately hooked me up, put me on Accountability Plus app, and I started doing the exercises. And at first, oh my God, it was hard. It was hard getting down. It was hard getting back up. Remember, 6 foot tall, 350 pounds. It was not easy. I stuck to it. I did the exercises, just putting one step in front of the other. I changed the way I was eating, and I was eating better. And 4 months later, I've lost 51 pounds. 51 pounds. I can get down on the ground and get back up and do the exercises. No issues, no soreness, no joints creaking, and it just, and I feel so much better. My numbers, blood pressure wise and cholesterol and all that, gone down naturally. And a lot of the issues that you have when you're this big just disappeared. And it's just getting better and better and better. I was taking this weight loss journey by phases. Phase 1, lose this many pounds. I've actually accomplished that 3 weeks in advance of my due date that I had set in my mind. I couldn't have done it without that process of doing the exercises just like they say in the app. You got to do it exactly like it's saying. It doesn't matter that you can't do that many repetitions. With time, you will be able to do it. And then it will add more time for you and more repetitions because you'll be able to do it. You just have to trust the process. And the process starts with just putting one foot in front of the other and just doing it. One step in front of the other. Do not stop. 4 months, think about that. How 4 months fly by like nothing. And I'm down 51 pounds. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Seriously. Because I was in a state of gluttony at the time that I started. That means when you're in a state of gluttony, it means that one plate of food is not enough. That you're not done until the last grain of rice is off the plate. We're talking about a complete empty plate. That's gluttony. Thinking about food and the next meal, even though you just finished, that's gluttony. I was in a state of gluttony. It's a very bad state to be in. And when you're in that state of gluttony, you can't do these things like eat well and exercise. When I embarked in it, I naturally, through the process, got off the state of gluttony. And that is amazing because people can tell you gluttony is bad and you shouldn't do it. The Bible even says it. Gluttony is a sin. And you can repeat that to yourself. But how do you get there? How do you get off the gluttony train? The best way, it was through this way because it was a natural process. I see food differently. I don't have to eat the last grain of rice. I don't have to think about the next meal. I don't. I'm seeing more food as energy. I'm actually thinking about the next activity, the next exercise, the next outing. And it's so much fun now buying clothes where I couldn't buy clothes before because I was limited to the size. And then I had to see with the size what was available. So I didn't have many choices. Now I have choices. So it's great. I've lost one size up here, and I've lost 4 sizes down here. 4 months. Only 4 months. Think about it. I started in the beginning of spring, and this is the beginning of summer. 51 pounds. And it continues. I have another phase that I want to hit, and another number that I want to hit. And then I have a next year final number where I want to be at. And I'm very sure that following this process, I will get there. I just have to keep putting one step in front of the other and trusting the process. Being coached by James, I get to check in with him, asking him, what's going on here. He is very knowledgeable. He can tell me why it's happening, why it's going, and he can tell me how to redirect me and help me with an issue that I might encounter. And boom, I'm back on track. It works. It really works. And one of the things that I was concerned with the weight loss, was having excess skin. I have friends, families that have done bariatric surgery and have done the keto diet, and they lose a lot of pounds, like quick. Then the problem you have is this excess skin that looks like a sheet of, like a linen sheet. It's the grossest thing. And I talked to somebody who went through the surgery of retightening the skin. It's painful. I didn't want to go through that. In this process and in this weight loss, my skin has tucked in nicely because I've given it a chance to recuperate as I lose. I have no excess. No excess. My family and friends see me like, wow, look at you. You're disappearing, which is great because I was such an imposing figure. And so, just want to tell you that if you're on the fence with this, you're only hurting yourself. You are. Just do it, man. Do it. Put one foot in front of the other and trust the process. You're not sure, call him. Call James. If that's your trainer, call him. Ask him. What's going on? Very knowledgeable. He'll tell you what's going on with your body at that point. You'll see. And as you transform, you're going to really love it. You're going to love it. You're going to be going, wow, And you really don't even have to say anything. People will see it. People will notice it. Just wait. They'll tell you. And all you got to do is just every day you wake up, one foot in front of the other. Just do it. And it can be done. And I'm living proof of it. If you want a proof in the pudding, I'm your pudding.